It's provocative, historical, philanthropic, and engaging. It's Conversations with Influential African Americans with your host, Niele Anderson.
Today, we kick off conversations with Miss Susan L. Taylor. This is a two-part conversation. Part one, Essence Magazine and the National Cares Mentoring Movement. Susan L. Taylor is synonymous with Essence Magazine, the brand she built as its fashion and beauty editor, editor-in-chief, and editorial director. For 27 years, she authored one of the magazine's most popular columns, In the Spirit. As the driving force behind one of the most celebrated Black-owned businesses for nearly 3 decades, Susan L. Taylor is a legend in the magazine publishing world. She founded her own cosmetics company, a first for Black women, which led to the beauty editor's position at Essence. She is an avid supporter of a host of organizations dedicated to moving the Black community forward. But her passion and focus today is the National Cares Mentoring Movement. Let's go inside where the conversation starts with the question, what does it mean to be Emeritus Editor-in-Chief at Essence Magazine?
Emeritus means that, the work is done.
Okay.
And I'm not exhausting myself as I did for 37 years. But it's just a thank you. Mm-hmm. A thank you for years of service.
Now with Essence Magazine, the day-to-day operations, what do you miss most?
Not one thing. Not one single thing. I think I satisfied my my passion for sharing information. I grew the magazine in ways that are stunning even to me, with a great team. When I joined Essence, we had 50,000 readers. When I left, we had 8.2 million.
Wow.
Not because I'm so smart, but I am smart. My smartness is I hire the smartest people I can find.
Leadership
Pay them
qualities.
well, treat them well, and build what we're trying to build. And I started the National Cares Mentoring Movement as Essence Cares. I left Essence to launch the National Cares Mentoring Movement because at Essence I couldn't pay attention to the magazine, the music festival, our conferences, write an editorial every month, and really do what we need to do in order to capture and support and enhance the lives of so many young people who are dying on our watch. And I said, you owe the rest of your life and time to your community. And this is an effort that couldn't be waged well. We're in 56 cities now around the country. We wouldn't have been able to do that. I wouldn't have been able to do that running all the big components, of Essence.
Now, of all the causes in the world and all of the need in the world, why did you feel that mentorship would be your top task to follow?
Mentoring is a low-cost, high-results solution to the grave, and very difficult challenges that young people are having. They are young people who are poor, who are in failing schools, whose parents can't fend for them and take care of them like our parents or whomever raised us did. Their fall into peril is faster and swifter. It's swifter and just deeper than our response to it. And, in the community that I grew up in, and maybe even, you who are half my age, in the community that you grew up in, I'm sure that where your mother and father may not have been able to do something for you, the neighbors were there to help. There was a community, a church community, and those things are not in existence anymore. This is the work that is really firing my heart. I'm loving every moment of it, and I think it's the most important work of all of our lives, because what we're talking about is really securing the mothers and fathers of tomorrow.
Now, what has been the response?
The response has been phenomenal. I never thought that I would have to leave Essence to do this. I never thought that we would have 56 circles doing what's happening right out here in LA, recruiting mentors. What we do is we recruit able, stable folks, Black folks. And why African Americans? Because when the call goes out for mentors, the first respondents are white women. And the second respondents are white men, and then Black women and Black men. And mentors are needed in the reverse order. And so what we do is we recruit able, stable folks, and then we connect with them and then direct them to the need in their community for mentors.
Okay.
So there are many, many mentoring organizations that are struggling mightily to attract Black mentors.
And so the National Cares Mentorship is strictly for African American youth.
it's strictly for African American youth, and I don't say strictly because we've had Latino communities come and even Native communities come and say our children are in crisis too. So we want, and here's how we do it. Here's the template. Let's, you know, if we can work together to recruit, great. But you know, you want to put a Latino woman in the life of a Latino girl. You want to put a black man in the life of a black boy. You want to put a Native American man in the life of a Native boy. I mean, white people are mentoring our children and have been doing it for decades, and they're doing a great job, but we need more hands on deck. And we're saying, get up, black folk. It's our turn. We have to get involved. And it's not that, you know, we don't care. We care deeply. I think we're overwhelmed. You know, we've been overwhelmed just dealing with all the things that we have on our plate. You know, trying to keep the roof over our own heads, especially during this economy.
Now, for somebody out there that's watching right now, how can they get involved with the National Cares Movement?
Oh, what they can do is they can go online to caresmentoring.com, log on, and see what we're doing. You can make a donation, push a button. There's no amount that's too small. You can get in touch with one of our circles around the country, call the national office, send them an email, ask them to direct you. If you live in Chicago, you can be a part of Windy City Cares. If you're in Washington, D.C., Capital City Cares. Here in Los Angeles, LA Cares. LA Cares is LACMM, LACMM, Los Angeles Cares Mentoring Movement. So www.lacmm.org.
All right. Catch part 2 of Conversations with Susan L. Taylor, where we discuss the Civil Rights Movement, President Obama, the Black Church, and the ballot. And we'll also take a tour of the historic Los Angeles African American Firefighters Museum. That's next Wednesday, February 17th, right here at theurbanpostworldwide.com.